I recently made my switch to the next smartphone I would own, which is this 2024 Z Flip 6 from what would be Samsung. And I guess I can tell you my experiences. It's been about a week since I've been using this phone, and I'll tell you, I am very much in love. Let's talk about it. I'm switching up the angle today, so I hope you actually enjoyed the setup. So the phone I was using before was this 2020 iPhone 12, and it's the base model iPhone 12. It is a white color iPhone 12, and I was using this because this was the only phone I could afford, and I needed something unlocked against my iPhone SE 2. I was originally going to go with the iPhone 15, but the price of it was about $100 more than this guy. This is the base model Z Flip, so it has 256 gigabytes of storage. It's got 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 50 megapixel camera, a front screen that you can see here. You can use the front screen if you want to, use this as the camera if you want to. It's a blue one as well, so you can see like the nice little blue. There's the Sam. You can see the logo right there, thank God. I know a lot of you are gonna ask how much I paid for this. $400. And it's the last gen phone too. This also has a fingerprint scanner on it, which is why it unlocked instantly. It's got USB-C. It's water resistant. A 6.7 inch 1080p panel, which is an AMOLED, which is actually really crisp. Even though it folds, it's still a really nice display. It's made out of plastic somewhat. But besides that, like, I don't notice the crease very much. It's not very reflective. It's very, very fast for the fact that it's like one of the fastest phones I've had. Against my iPhone 12, it actually does a lot better on the service side too. Like, I actually do also really like this outer display, which you can see here. I actually have a thing for it, which you can see right here. I've got notifications, and I've got like weather stuff, and like some other stuff like Spotify. I have a bit of a hard time trying to close this with one hand, especially when I feel like I'm gonna break it, but it's understandable because this phone costed like $1,000 brand new. The quality of it actually does feel really nice too. It doesn't feel cheap, which it doesn't need to be, and the hinge actually feels pretty good most of the time. Like, I'm getting a lot more confident with this phone than how I was originally. This is also running Android 16, so it's basically as high-end as the Z Flip 7, which is basically 1 year newer than this. I think the biggest feature I do use on this phone is the camera, which I can use like this if I wanted to, or I could just use it like this, which, I mean, is actually a really nice feature. I could actually use it like this if I wanted to, like a camcorder style phone or camcorder style camera. I think a lot of people are gonna ask me, why did I buy a foldable phone? Out of all phones, why didn't you get yourself a Samsung Galaxy S24 or an S24 Ultra? Why did you buy a flip? Or especially, why did you buy a foldable phone? The idea of a foldable phone, kind of like a flip phone, but in a smartphone style, is really interesting and really, really fun. Like, I've had this for about a week now. There's a couple of things I do absolutely love, and it's a lot better than the iPhone 12. For the most part, I love the phone. Like, even though it's my first impression, it's still a very beautiful, and there's small things here and there, like the voice dictation isn't quite as good as the iPhones, but the iPhone 12 couldn't compete against this when it came down to like certain things, like, I don't know, reducing the size of the phone in half. That click when it closes, it's so satisfying, and the idea of opening it too is also satisfying, and being able to see something like that and then just being able to say bye-bye. I've had some other cover screens on this screen too. I chose this one because I felt like it was the best one for the time being. Some of the screens you can have on this are absolutely hilarious. Like, there are some that you can actually do, which I think would be hilarious to just do, but I don't choose to do them because not really for me. The battery life is actually really decent on it too, because I've been using it over the past couple of days on and off, and it, like, there was even a day where I was using it and it was getting down to like 10% by the end of the day, which was like around 12 p.m. and I started from like 10. The iPhone couldn't even compete because I could be using it starting at 10:30 and then by 2 it's at 50%. Google Gemini is okay too. I've been using Google Gemini a little bit, but not a lot because it's an AI. I would rather use Google voice search than use Gemini, but I mean, it really depends.
It's understandable to have different tools for different needs. Would you like me to tell you more about it?
I'm not interested. No, don't talk to me. I do like the cover screen with its notifications. Like, it's actually a really nice changer against having to pull your phone out all the time. I don't have a case for this phone yet, which it feels fine. I mean, sometimes it's slippery, which understandable with the materials it has. The speakers are kind of on the weaker side, like against the iPhone 12. They're not even close. But I think they're fine. I mean, they're not as good as iPhone speakers, but you know what's better than the iPhones? The camera. I've taken a lot of pictures and videos. The zoom on it is pretty nice. The nice thing is I can actually take pictures with this screen too, so you can see the actual camera and the layouts. I mean, there's some other features that you have, like wireless charging sharing, which basically means place another phone on this and then just charge it, or whatever you need to have with wireless charging onto this and charge it, which is actually a really good feature, especially if you're in a seek of an emergency. So I know the one question people is gonna ask is, having a foldable phone worth it in today's society? Or is it worth it against having an iPhone or a normal phone? Or is it even worth it against something like the Z Fold 7 or the latest phones? The fact that I saved money with this says yes. I think I should make one thing clear though, like buying a phone like this is a commitment, which means you're bending the phone more often or not. You're gonna be taking more care of this phone, which I want to put more time into this phone and take care of it, which is why I don't mind I spent like $100 less on this than an iPhone 15, which would have been basically the same thing at the same condition and so and so. If it was the first set of foldable phones, it'd be one thing, because this first set of foldable phones were more unreliable. They had a chance to break a lot easier, and they were very much underpowered, which is also why people didn't want to use those phones. But nowadays it's kind of one of those things where you can use these phones as a regular phone, not even compromising a lot, which is why I bought this one. And I don't feel like I compromise a lot at all. I mean, that's cool. It's satisfying. For me, I think I'm gonna give more of a detailed review later on, because this is just basically an impression, or basically 1 week with the Z Flip, how it is. But thank God I switched from the iPhone 12, because I don't want to stick myself into iPhone 12 again. So I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching this video on the Z Flip. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later when I talk about YouTube Rewind. Bye.